If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. For as little as $1 a month, you gain early access to Expansion Pass and Gamescast, audio versions of spoiler casts and interviews, and more perks at the tier that's right for you. You can even follow us for free and gain all of our main shows on one feed. If you can't support us financially, no big deal. You can head on over to youtube.com/Boss Rush Network or bossrush.net for more great content. Thanks for helping us continue to build something better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Boss Rush Podcast, a great place to play games and be better. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Dirrig, and alongside me, as always, is the PC muscle race himself, LeRon Dawkins.
Yo, what's poppin'?
LeRon, you must be feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
Yeah. I'm feeling, yeah.
You know how I can tell.
Wait. How can you tell?
Because your lights are brighter and you have no sleeves on. That's how I can tell.
I also have less hair.
I mean, that's also fair. But
No.
still.
I mean, I wouldn't cut my hair. Not my hair fell out. But yeah, like, look at all these freaking gray hairs. Oh my God, I'm freaking.
I mean,
I'm
we're
seasoned.
old, man.
Yes, I'm seasoned.
We're old, man. Dude, there's gray hairs all in my beard. There's like all the way up. All the way.
No, I'm just gonna shock the hell out of some people because some people like I got this haircut today, and then I kind of sequestered myself except for work related stuff. So nobody's really seen me. So everybody's gonna be like, "Where'd all your hair go?" Because because I have this coily like I think it's type 4C hair, which is just black people talk for like really really kinky coiled hair. But yeah, every now and then I pull a strand of my hair out and measure it, and my freaking hair was like 7 inches long.
Measure it? You're measuring it?
Yeah, like just pull a strand out and put it next to a ruler and see how long it was. It was freaking 6 inches, and I'm like, crap.
Cool. Well, I have a problem here. Why are these old episodes of Boss Rush Podcast showing up in the playlist? That's a bad look. But that's not important. You know why? Because LeRon, I have things to share with you.
Yeah, okay. What's up?
I was going to do this in the pre-show banter, but here we are. We're already here. You know what? And we got a lot to talk about tonight, so we got to get started early. We're early. It's fine. People get over it. LeRon.
Oh wait, are we early or are we premature?
I don't know. Who knows? Both. Yes. Here's the thing, LeRon. I've been doing a lot of YouTube research lately and a lot of work on just fighting algorithms. So here's what I did, LeRon.
Fighting algorithms. Okay.
You know how that goes. So what I did, we already talked about Nintendo Power Block moved off the channel, right?
Yeah.
Nintendo Power Block has its own channel now. Okay. Well, Gamescast has its own channel now.
Oh, really?
Tower Casuals and Xbox Casuals have their own channel. They've had it for a while.
Yeah, I knew about Tower Casuals and Xbox Casuals.
Boss Rush Entertainment has its own channel. And now we have the Clips channel, LeRon, which are as of yesterday have like 56 clips scheduled out.
Yeah.
So, and also all those clips are also going on social media.
Nice.
So, the longer form ones are going on Facebook and LinkedIn. The vertical ones, obviously Instagram, and I haven't decided if I want to put the longer form ones on Twitter yet or not, because since we're verified, we can do that. But also, like, who goes on there and watches long form videos?
Right? Yeah.
I mean,
I
guess if you scroll by one, but
I've started to notice. I've started to wane on long form videos now. Like, if a video is longer than 20, 25 minutes and it's not about something specific, it's just like a let's talk kind of show, I usually don't stick with it.
Well, LeRon, I have bad news for you about this show.
I know.
It is not a short show.
Yeah.
Although it is our shortest show now. So that makes you feel better.
Go figure.
It's not our fault.
No, it's not.
We were moving last week. Okay, we had stuff to do. But
I know, right? And
LeRon,
that was funny too because that was planned to be a short show, and we actually made. I think it was 2 hours and 1 minute.
it's true. Yep.
Which we can't even. Most times we can't even do 2 hours and 1 minute just trying.
I mean, yeah. But you know what we did do, LeRon. You know what we're debuting with this episode on when it comes out on Monday.
What's that?
Obviously, if you're watching live now, obviously you're gonna have to wait till Monday. But new logo. For Boss Rush. New logo.
Let's
refreshed.
get it on.
I will say a refresh logo and a new icon logo, we'll say. So very excited. Very excited. Lasby likes it. Ed likes it.
I like it.
You like it. Nobody else commented, which is fine. It's fine. You know? But I like it. I think it's cool. And you're going to start seeing that rolling out. Very happy with it. So I'm very happy with the way things are going right now, LeRon. Very happy. Everything's looking really nice. You know what I mean?
Exciting.
Everything's looking real
exciting.
nice.
Yeah.
It is exciting. So, plus like the way that Riverside allows you to make clips and shorts, man, so easy. It's so easy. Although, you know what I did find out, LeRon?
What's that?
With Powblock last week. Is that you cannot upload a video to make clips out of that is longer than 3 hours.
Well, looks like you have some decisions to make with Powblock.
Nope. You know what I did? I processed it anyway, and then I duplicated it, and then I cut it in half and uploaded it in 2 parts. So
that's cheating, cheater.
So it still worked. Oh man. But I've been having a blast. Here's the thing. I've been having so much fun making clips and shorts, and I'm afraid that we're putting out too much content now, as opposed to not putting out enough.
That is a serious problem. Like, I mean, for real. Like, you basically, like the algorithm will not silence you, but quiet you.
I know, and I'm trying to be real careful with it. But here's to get back on track real quick before we go back into the show thing, right? So I've kind of like been looking at our channels now that we have pretty much silos of content, right? Getting back to the network kind of feel for us, right? And so Boss Rush Podcast, that's us. That's you and me, right? And whoever else shows up on this night. We're going to focus on industry news about the high-powered consoles, PC gaming, tech, and just general industry news, right?
Is that our mission statement?
Yes, this is it.
Okay.
Now, tell me if you disagree at any point. Nintendo Powblock, obviously focusing on high-tech PC gaming, right? Obviously. No, Nintendo Powblock's the Nintendo channel. I think it's pretty clear. Gamescast, the Gamescast channel, okay? Gamescast, obviously, it's going to focus on indie games, gaming impressions, retro games, and like that kind of niche because of, who's kind of running it over there.
Right.
And I think that's okay, right? Kind of,
I think so too.
Visual novels, smaller RPGs, indie games, that kind of thing. Tower Casuals, obviously Destiny, Marathon, that sort of thing, those sorts of games. And then entertainment is going to be like when we bring After Dark back and Standard Def and anything else entertainment related, And it doesn't just have to be the podcast. It can be like, if you wanted to do like a 5-minute thing on Star Trek and why it's cool and why Spock goes like this and all these other things, right? Like you could put it over there. You know what I mean?
You're going to give me that much power?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how this rolls.
Yeah. And then here on the Boss Rush Podcast channel, the interviews, developer interviews, this show, and then, kind of whatever else we kind of want to do later. I think I'm also going to make just a Let's Play channel, just so like in case anything gets copyright struck, we don't lose anything.
Yeah.
Like the main product, which is the podcast, obviously.
Yeah, we just have to make sure that we don't have any actual like live rolling video of Grand Theft Auto 6 before Grand Theft Auto 6 actually comes out.
Yeah. Remember that episode of Crossroads you got dinged for because you had that gameplay running in the background? What game was it? Resident Evil 2?
No. The Resident Evil ones were safe. What was it? You know what?
Yeah,
I don't remember. Maybe if I log into my YouTube studio, I can see which one it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
it was.
That threw a serious
I know.
It
sucks too, because every time like someone goes to do that, I'm like, man, that looks really cool. I'm going to be the unlucky one that gets dinged for it, And then
actually, I might attempt instead of I might attempt fate and have some footage, have some pre-release footage of GTA 6 in there, like from one like the trailers or whatnot. But I'm gonna mirror flip it, so it's backwards.
Wow.
And see what happens.
Okay,
I mean, my channel is small enough,
Sure, but you just still don't want to lose it, right? I mean,
that is true.
Yeah. So, I don't know. And then, like, I don't know. I just want to get back to that, because the whole idea of like the Boss Rush Network and like the website, we're doing a good job of it, and we were doing okay with it at the beginning, but like, just that feeling of like we can pull creators from hundreds of outlets and just do stuff with them, without having to like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I miss that ambition I used to have. And now it's like, after like a year and a half of being burnt out from the bossies.
Yeah. Which we owe everybody an apology, right? Don't we?
We owe everybody a show.
Yeah. I think it's too late for that.
It's not too late. It's never too late. It's never too late.
Whatever.
The thing though is like, there's just been a lot going on in life in general.
And life has been lifing.
Like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to do it so bad, but like, it just, with everything going on and work stuff and life stuff, it just like, it didn't sneak up on me. I just couldn't find the time. Like, I literally couldn't find the time to do it. But anyways, I'm really excited for like this YouTube kind of initiative thing.
The what?
This YouTube initiative that we're kind of moving towards with these separate channels, and like trying to get people to do more of what they want to do instead of like being confined to these things that they may or may not want to do, So, yeah. Anyways, LeRon, let's get into this here podcast that we say we're going to do, and we haven't started really yet. Right. What are you doing? What are you watching? What are you playing?
Okay.
What are you sipping on?
A Cherry Obituary Liquid Death.
Ooh.
Yeah. This one, one of my favorite flavors. I think this one and the root beer one, which I can't remember the name of that one specifically. These are two of my favorites. They also just came out recently, a pina colada one, and anyone who knows anything about me is I'm a pina colada like nut. I'm not gonna say the thing, have people start singing the song or whatnot, but I love nope. No, but yeah, like, I'm one of those people, like, whenever I find a 7-Eleven has like pina colada in their Slurpee machines, I'm guaranteed to buy one.
Okay.
The only problem is there's so many 7-Elevens around here, and why don't they just all have pina colada?
You would hope they would, but they don't.
Okay, So as far as the what are you playing, what are you watching, all that stuff, let me see. Um, well, see, I think last week I told you that I just actually I'm gonna go a different route because normally it's TV shows and stuff. I've been watching some new anime lately. Um, there's this anime series that me and one of my best friends are watching right now. It's called Genosha.
Mm,
Um, basically is the anime version of Among Us. It's the anime
cool.
version of Among Us. Basically, you have the main character. Basically is stuck in a time loop because like every time he wakes up out of his cryo freeze. Oh well, actually, I'm not sure if they've established his gender identity because this is a show that actually like they have like he she they them characters in it.
Hmm.
Which I thought was very interesting. I was like, this show, right? We should force people to watch this show so they learn about pronouns. Um, but
Good
but
luck trying to get people to do that.
but political and LGBTQ agendas aside, and all this stuff. Basically, what happens is our main character. They keep waking up in a loop. They keep waking up in a loop. They're on a spaceship traveling through space that's heading to a planet. And every time they wake up, like they encounter members of the crew, and at least one of the members of the crew is this thing called a Genosha, which basically is like a shapeshifter that looks like a member of the crew. And yeah, and basically there's a process of elimination that happens. And at the end of the loop, at the end of the cycle, you find out whether or not like you successfully isolated the Genosha or if you isolated the wrong people of the crew. And basically, so like murder usually happens or there's actually so far in the episodes I've been watching, they they successfully eliminated the Genosha and then the loop started over again.
Hmm.
And it's basically like Among Us because like I'm on the fifth episode. We're on the fifth episode right now. And at first it was like you have like XYZ members of the crew and one Genosha, which is like the imposter for Among Us. And then
Hmm.
as we got a little further in the episodes, then more characters, more crew members showed up, and now you had two Genoshas on the ship, which was like, okay, this is just like Among Us. And then another loop happens. You have two Genosha on the ship, and one person's an engineer. And it's like, oh my god, I'm, I'm wondering. I'm wondering if I can't remember the name of the company that does Among Us. I'm wondering if they're pending a lawsuit right now. I wonder.
They could. I mean, you never know. I guess.
But yeah, this anime is pretty good. As a matter of fact, the synopsis is when a shape-shifting enemy known as Genosha infiltrates a lone spaceship, the crew has only one way to survive: identify the imposter each day and put them into cryosleep. But for Yuri, that's our main character, the day never ends, trapped in a time loop. Oh, the synopsis says it's a she. Even though
Mm.
I don't, even though where I'm at in the storyline, they haven't established if it's a boy or a girl. She relives the first day of the crisis over and over. To escape, Yuri must uncover the truth behind the Genosha and the time loop itself before it's too late. So yeah, I'm watching that. It's really good. It's really good. Like most episodes, I'm giving like almost a 5-star rating for most of the episodes I've watched so far. And then let's see what else. Like I said, I've been watching a few new anime series. I'm also I'm also watching this anime series called Kill Blue. Kill Blue came out. Kill Blue came out in Oh, Kill Blue is new this year. It started this year. Basically it follows legendary hitman Juzo Ogami, who has never failed an assignment before. But after a mission, he's stung by a mysterious wasp and wakes up in the body of a 13-year-old boy. His body, like him as a
Mm.
13-year-old. And to make things weirder, he receives a bizarre new order to infiltrate a middle school. Now the one spirit assassin must balance the chaos of school life with deadly work, and all while searching for a way to regain his adult body back. Basically, I don't know what to make of this show just yet. Like so far, it's only 3 episodes in because it's a brand new 2026 anime. Um, and let's just say there are some shenanigans, like this is, and my roommate stopped watching it with me because he was afraid that like this 30 some odd year old man trapped in this 13-year-old body was gonna start doing stuff with the middle school girls and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna happen. But at the end of episode
But
3,
then
yeah,
that's dangerous.
at the end of episode 3, one of the most popular girls in school threw herself at him, and the episode ended right there.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah. Nah, Kill Blue is actually really good. I've just been like check because I haven't really been into like any newer anime in a while. Like as a matter of fact, like I haven't really been tracking anime since probably like the early 2010s. And so I just started looking around because I just wanted to see what else is out there and what's new, and started reading just synopses for certain shows, and I was like, okay, I'll give this show a chance. They Yeah, so there's that. Um as far as TV goes, like I'm still watching The Boys. As a matter of fact, hopefully when we get off the show tonight, I can actually go watch like the episode of The Boys that just dropped. So I'm caught up. But knowing me,
is
I'll
that
probably
show
just wait.
almost over?
Almost. The 6th episode just aired, and I think it's a 10 episode run, and this is the final season for The Boys. And then like there's a couple of new series in that universe coming out. They call it the VCU, by the way. Yeah.
Well, there's
And,
the one about that Captain America ripoff character, right?
Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's coming soon. And then what else? Let me see. Oh, now the finale for Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord has premiered, has aired. I'm now gonna sit down and watch that series, so I can see all the shenanigans Darth Maul got up into before Obi-Wan finally killed him.
Did you see the new poster?
New poster for what?
For Maul, of him standing there with like the dual lightsabers?
No.
It's literally an exact it's like an homage to Star Wars Force Unleashed 2.
Oh yeah?
Because Star Killer
Yeah.
holds his lightsabers like that, and it's the same actor.
Yeah, Sam. Yeah, because Sam Witwer is the voice for Maul in the in the animated series.
Yeah, so that's cool. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but I'm ready to check this out. And now the I don't know if it's getting a new season. I don't know if it's getting a second season or whatnot.
I think it is. I think they said it is.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Keep Dave Filoni employed.
I mean, he's going to be the head of Lucasfilm, so
is he?
I hope he's employed. Yeah.
So Kathleen Kennedy is officially moving on.
Yeah, you didn't hear that story? You of all people didn't hear that story?
Okay, so here's the thing about it, right? The Star Wars fandom pisses me off a lot more than the Star Trek fandom does. So like everybody's been calling for her head, on a stick since The Last Jedi. I thought she was doing a fine job. So when all this word came out that she was when I saw like something was going on and it looked like she was leaving and stuff like that, I was like, whatever, because I can't trust anything right now on the internet because people are just haters.
Yeah, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to run Star Wars now. So,
yeah, was she?
I mean,
wait, was she ousted or did she just decide to step down?
I mean, who really knows? Kathleen, this is Hollywood Reporter, by the way.
I have trust issues now.
Kathleen Kennedy steps down as George Lucas protege. Dave Filoni, exec Lenwyn Brennan take over Lucasfilm. So, this is a Hollywood Reporter. This was January 15th. So, yeah, I mean, good. I mean, sure, good. I guess I really don't know, like, if that's good or not. I'm not smart enough to know. And,
I don't know either.
I just try not to listen to the internet as much.
Same.
So yeah,
Well, no,
I
no,
just
it's well, no, I try not to listen to the internet, but I feel like all the news comes on the internet, comes all the real news comes from the internet. You just have to know how to like break it down and figure it out.
yeah, you have to again. Also, you have to like find the sources that you trust, even like because
Right.
even major outlets have like you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, and let me see, like the rookie, the eighth season of the rookie just wrapped up. I wrapped I finished that. And
I heard
that's
that next season's getting kind of like a semi reboot ish.
uh-oh. Well, can they do
I
that because the series ended on a cliffhanger?
I don't know. I heard that they
I mean the
are.
season ended on a cliffhanger. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
uh,
But what do I know? I'm not smart.
we don't know
I
anything.
just work here. So I don't know. I just saw that. I saw like because there's like a cast shakeup or something. I don't know anything about
There
that
better
show,
not
so
be
I
a
hope I'm
cat.
not spoiling. Hope I'm not like shaking the tree or whatever you
See
want to
now,
call it
now,
these
now,
days.
now I gotta see.
You know?
Well, no, no. I mean, there's always well, as far as like the rookie characters and stuff like that, there's always like people who cycle out and new people that come in, but the core cast is usually the same.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Season 9 could look very different with cast with this cast exit. Who's leaving the show?
I don't know. Is it a big deal? We're finding out if LeRon knows in
Oh,
real time.
this was clickbait. Oh my god.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it's clickbait, everybody. Whoops. Good job, LeRon.
Yeah, this is ooh. Ooh, if I could downvote websites.
Mm. Sorry you can't. You know what you can do though, LeRon?
I'm mad, Corey. You made me run to the internet to look and see what was going on because I'm like, I
Hey,
love these characters. Like, what the
I,
hell?
I don't know. I just saw it floating around. I didn't click on the article. I don't know anything about the rookie except for what's his face is in it. So I always want to call him Nathan Drake, but that's not his name.
Bruh, like you about pissed me off. Oh my god.
I hurt LeRon, everybody. Write that down. I hurt LeRon.
Uh,
Oh,
I will find you.
he, it, I mean, not that hard to find.
It's almost like you want to be found. Do you want me to find you? Do you want me to find you?
Maybe.
Huh.
Maybe somebody will love me.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm
Like
just
when you
kidding.
play, if you want to play hard to get, you better make sure you don't get got.
No, I'm not. No, not this guy.
uh, yeah. So basically, it's TV stuff. I am going to finally see the Super Mario Galaxy movie now. That's available on demand.
Oh, is it on
So
digital now?
yeah, it's on digital. Yeah, I
When
just
did that happen?
2 days ago. It was available. It was available. Well, actually, apparently, it was available on Sunday, but I couldn't find it on like any of the outlets that I usually check out for on demand stuff.
Oh,
But it finally showed up in my feeds on last night.
mm, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Mario Galaxy movie is that's gonna be my next movie. I might yeah, that's probably gonna be my next movie. And then let me see.
Is it it's
Video game
you have
wise,
to rent
oh
it though, right? You have to
yeah, it
rent
is
it
a
though,
rental.
right?
It is a rental. Yeah. That's
Lame.
yeah, it's a rental. And video game wise, been playing a little bit more Advance Wars 1, 2 Reboot Camp, but I sunk some time in the Tekken this past week.
There it
And
is.
I finally got promoted to Tekken God, which is now officially the highest rank I've ever been since Tekken started a ranked online system back in Tekken 6.
Nice.
Yeah,
Attaboy,
yeah,
Ron.
so I feel like
Attaboy.
I feel like I'm doing the thing, becoming a big boy,
Mm, yes. Good job, LeRon. Proud of you. I knew you could do it.
I didn't know I could do it. I just wanted to do it.
I knew you could do it.
It's not like famous last words. I didn't know I could do
Probably.
it. I just wanted to do it.
I mean, the, there have been worse things said. It's famous last words. So, I mean, I don't know what they were, but I'm sure it happened.
And Daredevil Born Again, the second season just wrapped, and I'm sitting here
I
wringing
know.
my hands.
I finished it last night.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Is it enjoyable?
I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what happens in this third season is going to be really strange with how they ended Daredevil this season. Like, I'm not gonna.
Didn't the Defenders show up?
So Jessica Jones is actually in the season. Like
and prominently in the season.
She's in like 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay.
So yeah, technically, I guess they are, but they start dropping little hints and stuff. And then the last episode has like some, like, you can make guesses on what's going to happen.
Some shenanigans.
So that's happening. I would assume that Marvel's going to try to do another Defenders season at some point. So, but yeah, I really, yeah.
Oh, go ahead, finish your thought.
I was just going to say, I really enjoyed Daredevil. I think Daredevil is like probably Marvel's best show. I really liked it. Even like it probably the Born Again series probably rivals the first season of Daredevil on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Like I like it that much.
I think I'll finally take the plunge and at least wait. Are these shows like kind of a blended continuity, kind of like how the Arrowverse was, where how like because Daredevil, the original Daredevil was 3 seasons, Jessica Jones was 3 seasons, Luke Cage was 2 seasons, if I'm not mistaken.
They all connect, if that's what you're asking.
So does that mean I have to watch these like one after the other, or can I watch the entire Daredevil series?
So
seasons 1 through 3, or do I have to hop? Do I have to watch season 1 of this and then go to season 1 of that and season 1 of this?
I think so. Before I started watching Daredevil Born Again, I did that. I definitely don't think you have to do that. I think all you need to know is like basic story beats from those shows overall, not even in particular seasons, just the shows.
Okay. Because
I think I would, though. If I were you, though, I think I would watch. I mean, I'm sure you have, but if you haven't watched Daredevil, like the Netflix show yet, I would watch that. But
the Netflix
I think as
Daredevil
long as
show,
yeah, which is on Disney Plus, also, by the way.
Yeah. Well, are you?
Daredevil Born Again.
I'm pretty sure you need to be familiar with Daredevil to be.
It is a direct continuation. Daredevil Born Again is the first season of Born Again is essentially Daredevil season 4. I would also recommend watching the Defenders season, that first Defenders season, just because it's kind of like, how like essentially Captain America Civil War is essentially like an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Like it kind of feels like the opposite of that, where like the Defenders feels like a pseudo season of Daredevil. But also like it has all the other characters in it. So like, I don't know. I would at least watch that if you haven't. It's not amazing, but it does serve a purpose in Daredevil's show. So
okay.
But I think all you need to know is that you really don't need to know anything about any of the other shows, as long as you know who the characters are and what their powers are, I think.
Yeah, which I pretty much know that.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a shock though at the end of Daredevil.
Yeah.
I will just say something that happened in the original Netflix run of these shows
has been retconned.
Well, it wasn't retconned. It's just something changed. I will say, man, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind. It's not really It's not even really a spoiler for the show. It's just like, I'll just say someone's relationship changed with someone else.
Oh,
so That's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, did I invite that because I started talking about like eventually watching Daredevil? Is that how this happened?
Uh, maybe. I don't know.
All
I don't
right.
know how things happen, man. I just,
I mean,
I
I
just,
mean,
I just go where the conversation takes me, LeRon.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I went and saw Michael this weekend.
Mike. Oh, the Michael Jackson movie. I was like,
Yeah,
Michael.
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Did you? Was it
Um,
good? Was it like? Is there going to be a sequel?
I feel like it. I feel like it. I feel like the way it ended, it needs a sequel. But honestly, where it ended, if that's where they're gonna stop it at, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I feel like if you make a sequel, you're just asking for trouble with like all the
Well, well,
accusations, whether they're true or not, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I just
well,
feel
that's the
like
thing
you're
about it. Where the movie ended, the movie ended at the start of the bad era.
mm,
The movie ended there. So all the scandals and stuff came out after that, and then of course, like, like his eventual death, And I'm
mhm,
like, are they gonna go that far, or what,
right.
But there are some things I will take on. There are some things I kind of like had to, like had like a problem about, like they passed over like a segment of his career when he was transitioning from the Jacksons, well, Jackson 5 to the Jacksons, because like when they got older, they just called themselves the Jacksons, and then
Hmm.
eventually to his solo career. And there was a big transition phase between that when Michael was in that movie The Wiz with Diana Ross,
Mm,
Richard Pryor, and a couple other people. They didn't
hmm.
even talk about that.
Yeah, but that might be a rights issue, you know,
It could have
like the
been.
Wiz thing, or like
Well,
I don't know, maybe I
they
don't know.
I I mean, they can talk about it. They don't have to show anything about the Wiz, They can talk they should at least be able to talk about it, but I have a funny feeling the reason why is the controversy surrounding Diana Ross.
Mm,
And
interesting.
I'm not gonna say much else about that. I have my theories about what was going on with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson from back in the day, and I've already said too much. Just saying now, all that.
What was going on?
Okay. All right, at the
Uh oh.
risk of
Should I?
being hit with a defamation lawsuit, I truly and wholly believe
Just say allegedly.
That Diana Ross allegedly was grooming Michael Jackson since he was from the age of 10.
Oh, oh, I thought you were going to say something like that was going to shock me.
You're telling me you knew about that?
I mean, I didn't know about it, but it wouldn't
Then that
shock
means
me.
your flabbers were gasted. Shut up.
My yes, my flabbers were gasted. Oh man,
Trying to play me.
I'm not playing anything. I'm just I just work here, man.
Mhm.
Um,
Hey, that's my line. I say that all the time. Don't look at me, man. I just work here.
yeah, that's what I try to say, but then I always never works out. Um, anything else? Anything else?
I
Watching,
think I
playing, doing.
I think I ran through everything. I think I've yeah, that's it actually. Yeah, so got some gaming in, got some quality like TV and movie time stuff going on, and yeah,
Nice,
still
nice.
still doing a work in progress of redoing my office and stuff like that. I decided that I'm gonna put a TV in here and then figure out what video game systems are gonna be hooked up to it.
Ah, ah. I see. I see. Video games.
Yeah.
Um, so I've been like kind of bouncing back and forth with games. Um, I did, however, the one game I do want to talk about is I finally downloaded the Pragmata sketchbook demo
Mhm.
because everybody's talking about it. Uh, it is really cool. Like the gameplay loop in that game is really cool.
Uh-huh.
I think the the way the game opens up, right, is like you see the girl Diana, the little robot girl, like coloring on the ground. She looks like she's coloring, but I think she's actually like making a plan to escape wherever you are in this demo.
Uh-huh.
Um, I haven't finished the demo, so I don't know. And I'm not going to because Ed told me. I thought like it was one of those games where like you played the demo and then your progress carried over, right? Because a lot of Japanese games have started doing that. But that is not the case.
Okay.
So I don't want to play any more of it because Ed told me that the part in the demo is actually like kind of the beginning of the game.
Oh.
And so I mean,
All right.
I don't know if you get this way or not, but like in a single player experience, I don't want to like replay the beginning of the game more than like once or twice, right? So
yeah, I know what you mean. Oh wait, wait? It's not going to carry over your save. I'm like, oh no, then yeah. Thank you for telling me that because like I don't want to play the demo now. I've had it loaded up on my Steam for a while, but I just have not had a chance to play it yet.
I think it's worth playing like maybe like a half hour of it just to see if you like the gameplay loop,
just to get used to the gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Because like the I gotta tell you, I played it on Switch too. I think it would be a really cool ROG Ally game for you, LeRon.
Say no more.
Like it, I think that like so the way the game works, right? It's a third person kind of. It poses itself as like a third person over the shoulder shooter, right? But and it is really, but also there's this kind of hacking mini game. Think like BioShock when you have to like hack and like you have to put all those kind of like all the things together to, you know, solve the puzzle or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. And like the different things that you collect, you can add to the puzzles or to these hacking things to like do more damage. Or I think there's like elemental attacks at some point. And like connecting all of them with Diana's hacking ability, like will stun the enemy, and then you'll be able to take your weapon and like do way more damage to them or stun them or something like that. And it's really cool. I think the weapons like feel really good. They look really cool. Definitely like it doesn't play like Vanquish, but it's definitely giving some Vanquish energy.
Oh, I like
that. The weapon designs. Vanquish. Yeah, like the weapon designs and like just the overall like look of the enemies. Like, you know what other game it really reminded me of too that I was telling Ed about on Palblock was I don't know if you ever played that Sega Gears of War ripoff Binary Domain.
I know the game. I never played it.
But it like some of the enemy designs were giving off some real Binary Domain energy, which is like, dude, that game is like one of the best sixes you'll ever play in your life. It's so dumb and fun, and like it's like totally trying to rip off Gears of War, right? In terms of like the designs and the level design and the character design and the weapons and stuff, but it's just really cheesy and dumb. But yeah, man, this game is really cool. I like Hugh and Diana's relationship. It's like a nice change of pace in terms of like. Somebody said that Capcom is starting to make the Glad Dad simulator instead of the Sad Dad simulator that PlayStation's making. because like when you start learning about Hugh, and you learn about this in the demo and like the first like whatever story beats of the game, he's like a normal dude. He's just an engineer. He has like a good life and a good family, and
also he's Isaac
whatever.
I mean, I'm being dumb.
Except he's not about to get stabbed in the eyeball or, you know, eaten alive by aliens. He's just fighting robots and hacking stuff. And then you collect these little blue energy orbs, or not orbs, they're like little cubes. They kind of look like the Tesseract from from Avengers. But you collect them, and I think that's the energy that you collect to upgrade your stuff when you go back to kind of like your hub area. But I really like the platforming actually works surprisingly well too, where like you have a double jump, but then you have a hover also because you're in a spacesuit and you have a hover jetpack, and like I'm sure you can upgrade that to get different places and different areas of the levels and stuff. But like, I really like that ability to like hover. And the dash feels good, and like when you dash out of the way at the right time, it does the little like, you know, kind of rewards you for doing that. It's a really great gameplay loop. I highly recommend it. honestly. And it's one of those games where like everybody was talking about it, how good it was, and I was like skeptical. I was like, I don't know. Are you sure? I mean, it's like one of
I
those games, right, where like everybody's like, it's perfect, and I'm like, is it?
When I
But
saw the
so
previews
far,
when I saw the previews for it, I was like, "I don't know," like, I was like, "I'll probably play it," but I'm like, "I don't know." And then as we got closer to it and, like, people started talking about their experiences and stuff like that, I was like, "Okay, I should try it."
yeah, I definitely think you should try it a little bit,
Mhm.
just because the loop is fun. The thing I think is gonna either hook you or not is the hacking thing. Because like on paper and the first couple times you do it, you're like, how's this going to work for like a 12-hour campaign? But then
Yeah.
you kind of like get used to it and like you realize, oh, well, I can pick up these, yellow lightning shields and like that'll like stun them and I can do more damage than if I was just to solve the puzzle by itself or
Mhm.
um little things like that. So I think once you get used to the hacking thing, it's really cool. I think it's
Okay.
definitely worth it.
Alright, I'll try it out.
Uh, but that's kind of all I've been. I mean, I've been also been playing Marathon and I've been playing games with my kids, but like that doesn't count. That
Mm.
doesn't count. Mario Kart doesn't count. Everybody, sorry. Uh, um, I did. I have been watching some movies though again
Okay.
recently. I don't. I'm on this weird like movie kick.
No, I
Um,
like hearing about this because I swear, like, it's like you don't watch the popular stuff.
yeah, I know. So you know that those movies, Den of Thieves, with
Den of Thieves, Den
Ice
of Thieves.
Cube's son in it and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Gerard
yeah,
Butler.
yeah.
I watched both of those,
Mhm.
and they're both like really good and really bad at the same time.
No shock there.
But they were pretty good. I enjoyed having them on in the background. You know,
Mhm.
they're like those movies, right? Like they're kind of like background movies. Where like, oh, it's on, I'll watch it maybe
Right.
while I'm doing something. Um, but I watched this kind of weird apocalyptic movie called How It Ends. Um,
Who's in that? I think
Forrest Whitaker's in it, Theo James is in it, and then the girlfriend is I always forget her name, but she's oh my gosh, what is her name? She's oh my gosh, what is her name? Cat Graham. Oh my gosh,
Oh, whoa.
is in it.
That's on my watch list.
Um, and it's basically like he like Theo James character and Cat Graham's character are like engaged or whatever, and he goes on a business trip to New York and her parents live there, but they live on the West Coast,
Mhm.
and like something happens on the West Coast,
Oh, yeah,
like
that movie came out a few years ago. 'Cause I think
yeah,
I think it was a
it says
Netflix movie.
2018 on it, but
Yeah, that was a Netflix movie.
yeah. Uh but it was pretty good. Like it just like them trying to get back to try to find her was really interesting because she doesn't go with him. Like
Mhm.
she's stuck. But they never like it's about the journey to get back to her, so they never show her like what she's been going through.
Uh-huh.
Um, so it's really fun. It was really interesting. Apocalyptic movies like trying to survive, and I think the cool thing about it too is like they never tell you what happens.
They never tell you what
Like
the event was that made
they
the
never tell you what
apocalypse?
the event was. They never tell you like how it happened. There's some like talk of like was it a natural disaster? Was it this? Was it that? Was it a government conspiracy?
Mhm.
Um, and then like the way the movie ends, you're supposed to make an assumption of what happened, but they never really tell you.
Not cool.
So
See,
I thought it was
that's a movie that would annoy me.
um so yeah, it looks like there's some scenes in the movie where like I feel like this movie probably like it was a it was a long movie. It was like 2 hours long, but
Mhm.
like I feel like there's probably another half hour movie in there that would like kind of flesh out some of the things, not necessarily like what happened, but like there's a character in there that like kind of goes into like a government conspiracy idea and then they never really do anything with it. You
Mhm.
know, it's like one of those movies where they like open things up and then they never do something with it. You know, they just kind of ignore it.
Yeah.
Um, but it was fun enough. It was good enough. And then for some reason, LeRon, for some reason, I'm trying to train my brain to play Resident Evil this summer. So I watched Army of the Dead, Army of the Dead, Dave
Army of the
Bautista.
Dead.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
where like there's like a zombie apocalypse breakout in Las Vegas, and like they
Yeah.
trap all the zombies in Las Vegas, and they have to go in and like do a bank heist or like a heist to get the money out or whatever.
Mhm.
And it's I don't know, man. It was kind of funny and fun, and it has the girl from Fallout in it, um, Ella Purnell, like
Oh, from the Fallout
from the
series?
show. Yeah, um, it was pretty good. It was pretty. Yeah, I am kind of shocked they didn't make a sequel, although they did make a prequel about one of the characters that has nothing to do with a zombie apocalypse. So
Mm,
I don't know, man. It was kind of strange, but I watched that too. It
mhm.
was it
What'd
was
you think?
it was okay. It was fun. Um, I kind of like Dave Bautista as an actor. He has like this kind of there's something about him, man, in these movies
He's
that's
not a
like
bad he's not a bad actor, honestly. Like,
no.
like, I'm not gonna say I've seen every Batista movie, but the movies I have seen, like, he's doing a pretty good job. You know, it's not like
Hmm.
he's being, like, hokey or over the top. I mean, honestly, well, I mean, for sure, him, Dwayne Johnson, and John Cena, like, they've got the Hollywood magic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think John Cena is a bad actor either. Like,
I don't think
and
he's
some
bad
of
at
the things
all.
he's definitely gotten better. Like, I don't know if you've watched Heads of State. Have you watched that? I think
No,
we
I have
talked about it
not.
a couple weeks
I
ago.
have not. It's on my list. It's on my list.
Uh, that movie is like really good, and John Cena is like really awesome in that.
Mhm.
He's also he's also like a what's the movie called? It's on Netflix too. It's called it has Alison Brie in it. It's called like Freelance or something, where he like goes to a country to protect this journalist or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it was that movie was really good too. So yeah, I don't know. I think the other movie I watched was Free Guy last night. I never watched it.
I
The Ryan
avoided
Reynolds
that.
movie where he's
I
an
I
NPC.
avoided that one for some reason. What no, there was a valid reason for why I avoided that one, but right now, like, it's escaping me why I avoided that one.
I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but
Uh-huh.
it was fun. It was fun enough. I don't know. I needed something after all the murder movies I watched.
You needed a palate cleanse.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I don't. It's like one of those movies that's like totally forgettable,
Uh-huh.
and it's kind of annoying how they talk about video games in that game or in that show in that movie,
In
right?
the
Like
movie?
you know how they make movies about video games and like they always the avatar. You can't change the skin of the avatar, and it's like
Yeah.
nobody says the word avatar, guys. Come on, nobody says that. Nobody says that. Okay. Um, and then they have to go in and like because he's an NPC, they go into this like long dialogue thing about what an NPC is. Is like I think most people kind of
That was
know.
well, that was definitely meant for the people who don't play fucking video games.
I know, but that's like the annoying part about game like movies that are based on video games, even fake
Yep.
ones, is like you have to go in and like explain all this stuff, and it's like, oh man, that's why games should just be games, man. But yeah, that's what I've been watching.
Mhm.
So, they added Veronica Mars to Netflix. No way.
Thought Veronica
Guess
Mars
I'll
was
be.
on wait, no, Veronica Mars was on Hulu.
Yeah. Oh, it's the movie. I forgot they made a Veronica Mars movie. So, but that's it. I think for now. I'm sure I'll have more next time. So, but yeah, that's it. Let's talk about stuff, Laurent.
Okay.
Want to talk about stuff?
Yeah,
All right.
let's get started.
Let's talk about stuff. Of course, this happened LeRon's got a phone call. Hollywood. It's like
Yeah,
Ed over here. Ed 2.0 over here.
I thought I had this. I thought I had on Do Not Disturb.
Well, it definitely disturbed the show, LeRon.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm just kidding.
Let's see. Where we can start? We're on the DL. Is that it?
Yeah, we can do that. There's no
Okay.
descriptions, but it's fine.
No. I got descriptions. All right. So this is the new notable games coming out for the week of May the 11th through the 17th in 2026. All right. So starting off, we have the for on May the 11th. The most anticipated pick so far is Outbound. In Outbound, you build your own home on wheels and live sustainably off the grid. Craft workstations and power supplies, source energy from the sun, wind, or water. Upgrade and customize your vehicle, grow crops, automate your production, and explore a colorful world. Outbound will be available on PC and Xbox Series X on the 11th of May, and then we'll release on Switch 2, PlayStation 5, and the original Switch on May the 14th. Next up is Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes, also available on the 11th. Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes is a story-rich tactical roguelite with hard choices and intense space battles. You are a Gunstar captain. Gunstar. Okay, yeah, that's a different type. That's a different type of ship in Battlestar Galactica. For the uninitiated, you're a Gunstar captain leading a fleet of survivors escaping the Cylon fleet's devastating onslaught on humankind. Admiral Dama has called for you to rejoin humanity's last hope, the Battlestar Galactica. Prepare, fight, and survive at all costs. So say we all. As you navigate different planets and galactic points of interest, Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes will test you with challenging dilemmas. From allocating dwindling resources to managing divergent factions' interest on board, each crisis will push you to make hard choices, including identifying imposters that may already be among your ranks. They could be anyone, anywhere. The Cylons will close in with each action you take. Prioritize your crew's actions wisely to prepare for the inevitable fight to come. So, Battlestar Galactica Scattered Hopes will be coming to PC on the 11th, so be on the lookout for that. My personal pick coming out on May the 12th. This is my personal pick, and I also feel like it is also extremely anticipated by the community. This is Directive 8020, a Dark Pictures game. Yes, I've been waiting for this one.
Is this the military one?
No, this is the from the same group that did
I know this. I know the studio. I wasn't sure if it was like
it's the sci-fi one. It's the sci-fi one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like ever since it showed up on the on Keighley Summers Game Fest, I was like, yes, I can't wait to play this game, and I'm so glad it comes out. The next installment in Dark Pictures Anthology is coming to Xbox Series X consoles, PC, and PlayStation 5. In this game, Earth is dying and humanity is running out of time. 12 light years from home, Tau Ceti F offers a small sliver of hope. When the colony ship Cassiopeia crash lands on the planet, its crew soon realize that they are far from being alone. In space, death takes many forms. Experience immersive cinematic storytelling and edge-you-see horror on a deep space mission to save humanity. Evade a deadly alien threat that roams the dark corridors of the ship, intent on eradicating human life. Overcome your enemies using improvised weapons, lightning reflexes, and stealth. Man, when I tell you, I cannot wait. I am so ready for this game. Yep. Xbox Series X, PC, and PlayStation 5, all on May the 12th. Also on May the 12th, we have Call of the Elder Gods. This is set 30 years after the first game. Didn't even realize there's a sequel.
Call of the Sea was the first one.
Okay, thank you. Players join Harry Everhart and Evangeline Drayton on a gripping journey to uncover the truth behind the disappearance of their loved ones. Call of the Elder Gods expands far beyond the island setting of its predecessor, transporting players through time and space to the to the far corners of the world. Call the other Gods will be coming to PlayStation 5, Switch 2, Xbox Series X, and the PC. And then
I think it's also on Game Pass Day 1 also, in case anybody out there cares.
Thank you. Thank you. I was not aware. Also on May the 12th, we have the Switch 2 version of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Do I need to talk? Do I need to give the synopsis first? I think we already know it at this point. Okay. All right.
What about all the poor Nintendo fans who are going to play it there?
Okay. So on the Switch 2, uncover one of history's greatest mysteries in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a first-person single-player action adventure game set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. That's pretty broad.
Well,
wait.
Well,
wait. I keep forgetting it. Temple of Doom is a prequel.
One, technically.
Yeah, Temple of Doom is a prequel. Yeah. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for the secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle, and only one person can stop them: Dr. Indiana Jones. Live the adventure as Indy in a thrilling story full of exploration, immersive action, and intriguing puzzles. As the brilliant archaeologist, famed for his keen intellect, cunning resourcefulness, and trademark humor, you will travel the world in a race against enemy forces to discover the secrets to one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Travel from the halls of Marshall College to the heart of the Vatican, the pyramids of Egypt, the sunken temples of Sukhothai, and beyond. When a break-in in the dead of the night ends in a confrontation with a mysterious colossal man, you must set out to discover the world-shattering secret behind the theft of a seemingly unimportant artifact. So yeah, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle finally makes his way to Nintendo via the Switch 2. That's available on May the 12th. And just in case you've forgotten, it's already out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series consoles as well. I'm sorry, just the X. It was too powerful for the Series S apparently.
It's on Series X.
It's on
Series S.
Okay.
Everything that comes on the Series X has to be on Series S.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The dumb rule Microsoft made.
I'm sorry. The rundown just showed Series X. Didn't show.
Well, I forgot. Okay.
I'm used to seeing Series X and S.
Well, all right, you can blame me for that.
And last up, coming out on May the 14th, is another hotly anticipated game. Even though this is early access, though, so gamers get ready to play Subnautica 2. Which has been getting a lot of news, for sure.
Negative news.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Subnautica 2, a new world awaits alongside an all-new story. You are a pioneer traveling to a distant world, but something is amiss. The ship's AI insists you carry on the mission. This world is too dangerous for humans to survive unless you change what it means to be human. What creatures, intelligent or otherwise, await your arrival? Play alone or with up to 3 friends in online multiplayer co-op. Whether exploring mysterious ruins, building custom bases, or venturing deeper into the world, the challenge of this planet will test your ingenuity and ability to adapt in unexpected and curious ways. From towering underwater cliffs to lush coral fields, this aquatic alien world is brimming with vibrant and breathtaking biomes, each teeming with diverse ecosystems and unique creatures. But something isn't right. The world is out of balance. What happened here? What happened to you? And more importantly, where are you? Subnautica 2 is early access for Subnautica 2 is hitting PC and Xbox Series X on the 14th. And there is no other news about what's happening after the early access. So strap in and be ready. And that's all the new notable games coming this upcoming week. Corey.
Yeah.
What's I think I already shouted to the heavens like what game I'm all about for this release. It's Directive 8020. What about you?
I'm probably gonna. I never finished Indiana Jones on Xbox, right? And so like what I'm probably gonna do is play it on Switch 2 just to have that content for PAL Block. But Indiana Jones is probably my pick on here. Although I've heard a lot of good things about Outbound as well. I know we have a strong indie kind of flavor here at Boss Rush, so I want to give a shout out to Outbound. Heard a lot of good things on that, but I remembered, man, now that I am remembering Directive 8020, this is totally right up your alley.
Yes. Yeah.
Seems like
Yeah.
Mass Effect meets Alien is what it seems like.
That would be nice. That would be nice because I mean, Dead Space was definitely Alien meets Event Horizon, Which by the way, that should be a movie you should watch. I know you're kind of squeamish about horror movies and stuff like that, but that's a movie.
Mhm.
That's a movie I think you would enjoy.
This guy thinks I'll enjoy this movie.
All right.
Who do you think I
All
am?
right, but there you go. Definitely come back next week because the hotly anticipated game for the upcoming week is we're going to be talking about Forza Horizon 6.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was dude, I keep forgetting that game is coming out.
Me
I keep
too.
forgetting. I've been so, like, tuned out of, like, what's coming out on Xbox because I'm waiting for Fable and Gears to the point
Uh,
where it's like, really don't care about anything else at this point.
I feel like
And, like,
I feel like
I
I feel like
want
the
to.
problem I feel like the problem is that number one, like racing games don't hit the same way they used to. There used to be a time when we were always waiting for the next racing game, whether it was Burnout, Need for Speed, Grid, Tokyo Extreme Racer, and then racing games just kind of like just fell by the wayside. Now it's like we have to beg for like a game like shoot, I forgot what the Colin O'Neill games became. After
Mhm.
what was it? Playmasters got bought out by EA.
Oh, Codemasters got bought by EA.
Codemasters,
Then they
yeah.
folded them into, what, Black Box, I think, which was the old, like, Burnouts, like, the studio they made from old Burnout developers, right? And
Yeah.
now they just do the driving sections and tank stuff for Battlefield. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird stuff going on over there. I just yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but ultimately, yeah. I really think just racing games just kind of fell out of taste for people.
Yeah, I kinda feel like there was a time and place for, like, not just racing games, but also, like, sports games
Mhm.
used to be huge, and now they're just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, Madden's still huge, but I feel like there was a time where, like, everybody played Madden, like, even non-sports people played Madden at one point,
Mhm.
and now it's like, well, also, I think that has a lot to do with the quality of the game that they've been putting out the last
Yeah.
2 decades, but,
Yeah, right?
Madden has not been good, in my opinion, um, but again, it's just an opinion. Don't yell at me.
And I've
Just
honestly
work here.
been afraid to play around with NCAA.
Yeah, that's the one too, right? Is like they just so the big discourse right now online is like so they just announced Madden 27 is coming to Switch, which is
Uh,
like great. Or Switch 2, I guess, not Switch 1. But now everybody's like, "Duh, where's college football at?" It's like, guys, come on, it's EA. They're giving you the bare minimum. You should just appreciate that.
I know, right?
Like, don't get me wrong, college football is a massive thing, but
It
also
is,
like
yeah. I think that's the problem, honestly, with college foot with a college football game is so monolithic. You have over 100 different teams, you
mhm.
know, whereas in NFL games, you're keeping track of what, like 36? No, 36 is too high. 32,
32.
32.
Yeah. Although there's gonna be an expansion soon.
An expansion
Expansion
for who?
football within,
Oh,
like,
they're bringing out 2 new teams?
within the next 4 to 6 years is the rumor.
I did not know that.
They're gonna add 8 teams so that
8
each conf
teams?
each conference can have, 2 more or have another division.
What the hell?
Yeah. Yep. So everybody's
You know,
strapping
that
for that.
that's interesting,
Mhm.
wait, Corey, you were alive when they introduced, Carolina.
In
It was
Jacksonville, yeah.
Carolina, Jacksonville, and it was 4 teams,
In
right?
Cleveland no, it was just 2, but then the but then in 90 after like a year or 2 after that, the Browns moved to Baltimore and became the Ravens, and then
That's
in
right.
'99, they brought the Browns back to Cleveland. So
Mm.
that's kind of like, in terms of expansion teams. Although there were some in the late I don't remember this, but I think there were some in the late '80s. Um, but Yeah, I don't know, man. Sports are weird. Hockey's
Yeah.
getting some new teams, I guess. I guess the NHL
The
is expanding.
the one sport I absolutely do not keep track of.
Dude, I don't. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Were you about to say you don't keep track of it?
NBA's gonna expand too, with 2 more teams,
I did not know that.
Las Vegas and Seattle.
Wait, Las Vegas didn't already have a team?
Mm-mm. Dude, sports were banned there because of the betting for a long time.
You know what?
Now they have 3 of the 4. Like, they have a hockey team now. They have a baseball team now. They have a football team now.
Uh-huh.
So now they're gonna have a basketball team. So,
All right.
yeah, sports talk here, everybody.
I swear,
Speak.
I swear, we run the gamut of topics nowadays. Like what happened? You know,
It's because
and I'm not asking what happened in a bad way either. Like I am enjoying the new format of the show.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're just kind of all over the place. I mean, which is fine. I want to, like, that's the show I kind of want it to be, with like, oh, we have things to talk about, but if we
Your
don't get
wish
to
has
them, oh
been
well.
granted, Corey. Your wish has finally been granted, man. Corey
It
was
only
like,
took 300.
I've been waiting for this.
It only took 320 episodes.
Wait, weird. There's no way we're that high
No,
up.
we're at 316.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of topics to talk
And
about, LeRon, this is something
I'm so happy to be here. I wish I could have been here from the start, but I'm so happy to be here. Look, I think I'm the longest running newcomer, though.
To be fair, a newcomer, dude, you think your first episode was like 40 something.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait. I've been Boss Rush what, 5 years now? Yeah, that tracks. One show a week for the most part. So averaging about maybe 44 episodes a year. You know, because we do take time off. Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, as somebody who just went through all of the episodes trying to find POW block and expansion pass and all these other things that we do, right? Like,
wow, I'm old.
You've been around for a while, LeRon. Sorry.
Hey, you know
to
what?
Be fair, you want to hear something real?
I have no regrets.
You want to hear something real sad?
What?
I am now older than Ed was when we started this. Like, when we started everything. Like, podcasting together.
That's because Ed's pretty old.
I know, but and
I'm saying that in a nice way. I'm saying that in a nice way.
No, it just means we've been doing this for a long time, and we should probably stop at some point. But oh well.
Do you want to stop? No. I don't want to stop.
Sometimes I do, but
I mean, I have mornings when I wake up and I'm like, man, I'm done.
Yeah, like, man, I wish I didn't wake up today, but here I am. Anyways, speaking of dark and gloomy, let's talk about this thing I texted you about last Thursday, right after we recorded.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
but actually,
GameStop.
I'm actually glad we're talking about it now, because things have developed since you first mentioned it.
I know. I don't know if you watched the CNBC interview he was on, but we're going to get into that too. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so funny. GameStop's massive eBay bid is sparking market doubt as Ryan Cohen defends, quote, transformational gamble. Wall Street wasn't ready for GameStop's latest move. After announcing a surprise $55.5 billion bid to acquire eBay, GameStop saw its stock tumble. Shocking. I didn't know they had it. I didn't know it was that high to even tumble.
First of all, I didn't know.
They're like,
I didn't know GameStop,
trading that stock, I'll give you $3.50 for that.
I didn't know GameStop had assets in the billions. I thought they were in the millions at this point.
I know, dude. I had no idea they had this much money to even try. So apparently they've been acquiring stock within, like, over the last few years, which is why the price is lower than the $100 billion worth of eBay, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. GameStop saw its stock tumble as investors questioned whether Ryan Cohen's ambitious plan is realistic or reckless. During a tense CNBC interview, oh my God, dude, it was like so uncomfortable to watch this thing, dude. This guy's a psychopath. Cohen defended the proposal as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to build a larger, leaner commerce platform by slashing costs and leveraging GameStop's retail footprint. But skepticism over financing and strategic fit immediately dominated the conversation. So here's kind of the breakdown. GameStop has offered $125 per share in a half cash, half stock deal for eBay, despite GameStop being worth only a fraction of the proposed acquisition price.
Yeah, what the
So
hell?
there's one strike.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, dude. Ryan Cohen, by the way, Ryan Cohen's the CEO of GameStop, in case anybody didn't know that. Not that you need to know that, and nobody really cares, but Cohen argued eBay is, quote, under-earning and claimed tighter operational controls and dramatically improved profitability within a short period. He's doubling down on aggressive cost cutting. And then investors are questioning whether the deal is even realistic. While eBay shares rose modestly after the announcement, GameStop stock dropped sharply as analysts and shareholders raised concerns about financing execution and long-term strategy behind the merger. There is a really fascinating article over on CNBC as well as the interview. You can go listen to it or read it. Dude, when I saw this, I'm like, how does GameStop even have enough money to do this? You know?
I know, right? And they're buying eBay, which, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't eBay own PayPal?
They don't anymore. They sold it.
Okay.
But they still have like a payment platform, but I don't know what it is or like how it works or anything. Like, I mean, I use eBay and they pay me when I sell stuff, so like that's all I kind of really care about. But
yeah,
I don't really know how it all kind of works together. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So
I
don't understand,
weird.
man. Like
I don't either.
It's very weird. I don't understand how he even like has the money to do this, right? I mean, you can't afford to keep, and no offense to Game Informer, I like those guys dearly, you know, but like you can't even afford to keep your 10-person magazine open. Like I understand that magazines are like a dying kind of media platform, but like, I mean, come on. That was literally the only reason why I had a Power Up Pro membership, was to like get the magazine. You know,
that was one of my reasons. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes print media is like a form of like some type of porn for me. Like, sometimes I like having fixed physical print media sometimes, and other times I'm like, no, get it away from me, because I have to like keep track of it and box it up whenever I move and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get it. I think magazines are fun. I don't know if you, there's a retro PlayStation magazine out now that comes out quarterly. I forget what it's called. Oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. But like, I was listening to an interview of the guy that's putting it out, and it's like really interesting and fascinating. It's just a retro PlayStation magazine with like interviews with old devs and, kind of like re-reviewing older games and stuff like that. It's kind of neat. I just think like print media is such a niche thing now, where like, obviously the Nintendo Power and EGM and stuff like that don't exist anymore, but like, you can still get, I mean, Celeste works for a magazine, Read Only magazine. She's the editor there, and that comes out quarterly,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I don't know. This feels really weird, especially because like half cash, half stock. But that still means you're paying about $27 or $28 billion,
that's
right?
A lot of freaking money.
How do they even have that much cash on hand? Like, so who was I talking to about this? What I was talking about with this, I was saying like the only way I feel like this makes sense from a video game standpoint. Now, I don't know if he's actually trying to go for, the other stuff on eBay, like because eBay sells everything, guys. Remember that. But like, I almost wonder if like they would kind of merge the gaming part of eBay into GameStop, and somehow like people can sell their used games on this platform, right? And then
Mhm.
GameStop takes a cut of that essentially, you know? Like, I don't know how that would work even, but that would be the only way it would like make sense to me.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I can't even begin to make any type of speculation, prediction, or anything like this. It it's a week later. It's a week later since the announcement happened, and I'm still like just mind blown about this whole thing because if anything, I thought GameStop was trying to like protect its own assets, not spread them out.
mhm. Yeah, I don't really. You know what this feels like? This feels like when Elon bought Twitter. You know, like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, and then
Well, you
somebody's
know what?
finally gonna call him out, and then he's too stubborn and bullish to back out. You know?
Yeah, you know what's really shitty about this is, for my real life job, I use eBay a lot. It's usually where the place I go to get, like,
Yeah,
obscure and
like
hard to
components and
find.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, components, yeah. Yeah, I just feel like something really, really crazy is gonna happen here, and not in a surprising good way.
yeah. This doesn't really seem great.
It doesn't seem smart.
I'm just,
It doesn't
you
seem
know, and
smart
it's like,
for a company that was what would 2026, a company 4 years ago was getting ready to, file chapter 13 or whatever, or just not exist anymore. Like
yeah. I mean, they
GameStop
shut
was
down like
literally
200 stores last year.
yeah, GameStop was literally about to go the same way, Bed Bath& and Beyond went.
I don't even know where the closest GameStop is to me right now. To be honest with you,
Oh, I know where. I know where.
yeah,
I know where.
I I think it's
5
at
of them
least
are
a
at.
half hour away. Yeah.
Wow.
They
Wait.
closed they closed they closed the one like, there used to be 2 right down the street from me, and they both closed.
Mhm.
So now, like, the closest one is, like, probably at least 20 minutes away,
Isn't
at
it
least.
wild? Isn't it wild when you can call a video game store, quote unquote, low traffic? That's weird. A video game store.
Yeah, but it's just the rise of the digital market now, right?
Well,
And that's why GameStop started selling Funko Pops and, like, cheap T-shirts, right? Like,
yeah, and you know what? I finally came to realize that, like, they had to do something to save their identity, stuff like that. Like, I mean, like, just become a fucking toy store that primarily sells electronic games,
mhm,
they'll be
yeah,
fine. Yeah, like, I mean, I got over to shock and awe of all that stuff. I used to run a GameStop. I used to be a manager at GameStop store, and I was at the company for nearly 9 years and stuff like that. So I had a lot of reconciliation to do, like, after, I departed the company and stuff like that. I really don't have a problem with GameStop. I just don't shop at GameStop anymore. Besides, the stuff I'm trying to buy at GameStop, like, they don't sell anyway. I'm buy PC games and PC components.
right.
And I
They
know for
used
sure
to.
I would not
Remember
buy
when they
any
used to?
overpriced. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Shoot. GameStop also had a problem, which is why they stopped selling it. Like, they had high shrink rates on, like, their PC components, especially RAM and graphics cards, which, lo and behold, look at how that's going in this day and age.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We have a story in here for that. Um, yeah, I don't know if you have any final thoughts on this. It just like, I mean, you need to listen to the interview, and it feels even worse than the story sounds when you listen to the interview.
GameStop just needs to be very careful because I feel like they dodged a massive bullet with the whole stonks, like, controversy,
Yeah,
and and they're putting themselves right at the barrel of the gun again.
but I mean, it's his own fault, man. Like, this is
But then
just
again,
weird, man.
business people make wild decisions sometimes.
Wild is a way to put it. Um,
Well, was that too nice?
I mean, that's
Okay, they make idiotic fucking decisions. There we go.
they have like, it's just one of those situations where it feels like people have too much money than they know what to do with, and then they
If GameStop
make
if
dumb
GameStop had all this
decisions.
if GameStop had all this damn money, why the hell didn't they buy Activision Blizzard?
I mean, because it's a conflict of interest, and I think they're in the vein of like selling used goods instead of like developing video games, right? Like, I mean, that would be, but
Okay,
also like,
when you say it like that, that makes sense.
yeah, but also these companies do things that don't make sense. So who knows? You know what I mean? Remember when
Yeah,
Google thought that you could just like poop out a video game console and like have a game ready in a year and a half, and they're like, oh, we actually have to like pay for somebody to build the game. Oh, we're gonna shut it all down.
so boneheaded.
Rip Stadia. R.I.P. Barely knew you. All right, let's talk about this real quick. I was gonna wait till Pavlok talk about this, but we're talking about it now. Star Fox, LeRon. Surprise Direct today. Surprise Nintendo Direct today.
Wait. When you say surprise, like it was unannounced?
They announced it through the Nintendo Today app about an hour before it went live.
Yeah, I definitely missed it because like I never get notifications from the Nintendo Today app, which I just downloaded like a month ago. I never get notifications.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't need them. But they announced a remake / reimagining of Star Fox. Now, I can't really tell. A lot of the articles I saw was Star Fox 64.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do know. I'm like, is it like in the vein of Star Fox 64, or is it basically
No,
Star Fox 64?
it's a remake of. So what I kind of took away. So the article here from Nintendo Life says it's a remake of a reimagining of Star Fox 64. I think what they're doing is taking the concepts of Star Fox, the Super Nintendo one, and 64, and kind of blending them into one game.
Mm-hmm.
But Star Fox is officially returning, LeRon, and it's coming to Switch 2 in June.
Wow.
So
really? In less than
Yep.
30 days?
Yep. So Fox McCloud is finally back in the cockpit, and Nintendo officially revealed a brand new Star Fox title for Nintendo Switch 2 launching June 25th. And it's another ambitious reimagining of Star Fox 64, blending cinematic storytelling, expanded multiplayer, updated visuals, and experimental Joy-Con 2 features. And the new game looks designed to modernize one of Nintendo's most beloved rail shooters while leaning heavily into nostalgia for longtime fans. So one of the cool things they showed, LeRon, you can use the Super Nintendo and the N64 controller in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks. Here's the thing: after seeing Fox McCloud in the Mario Galaxy movie, like I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen so many clips of him in it that
I haven't seen any clips from it besides what they put out in the what Nintendo put directly out in the previews. I have not seen anything for it, and I'm happy with myself that I have not seen spoiler content.
Yeah, well, I mean, my kids are into it, so they watch clips all the time, so I get spoiled. But
that's understandable.
But now that I've seen and heard that version of Star Fox, going back and then seeing this, it's like, man, you should have just used the movie version. Like, I understand you couldn't like use Glenn Powell, obviously, because he's probably way too expensive, and it probably cost his voice acting probably cost more than Nintendo invested in this project altogether. But I mean, that's just the way Nintendo budgets games. I'm not trying to like be mean or anything, but like they're remaking a Nintendo 64 game. That game cannot cost that much money. You know what I mean? Like comparatively. So it's $49.99. So price point also below $70, which is great. And it looks really nice. It looks like a modern video game. I don't know if you've been looking at a trailer or anything, LeRon, but like
not yet. But I think I should before I go to bed tonight.
It looks very, very modern.
Would you like to have my live reaction right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Live reaction, everybody.
Nintendo.
This is going to count. This is going to count as a direct recap show. We're clipping this out and putting it on Pavlok channel.
Nintendo Direct Star Fox. Here we go. All right. Okay.
It's a 15-minute kind of breakdown video. So maybe if you just look.
Oh, then I'm just gonna kind of bop through this thing then.
Well, the trailer. They show a trailer Koizumi kind of goes through the history of Star Fox, and then they break down like a lot of the features that are coming to the game and whatever. But I didn't watch the whole thing. I just watched the bits of that, of the gameplay. I know what Star Fox is.
All right. Well, let me see. All right.
I'm sure there's just a trailer on the Nintendo YouTube channel somewhere, or on the Nintendo Today app, which you can download with your 75 other Nintendo apps.
Oh wait, so the first thing they do is they started with the clip from Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I skipped that because I did not want to see that. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Here we go. LeRon's live reacting to Star Fox.
The Lilat system, Planet Corneria. Okay.
Yeah, it literally opens with the opening to Star Fox 64.
Holy shit.
It looks really nice though. Like it looks like a high budget Star Fox game.
Wow. Wow, those starships look so much better than anything I could have imagined from the 64 game.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Okay. The furries are going to go nuts. The furries are going to go nuts.
God, don't start.
Yo, that looks too good. Even though it does look, it still looks heavily, not heavily CG, but basically it looks like a computerized, like game.
Well, yeah, it is though. I mean, it is.
I mean, with the power that the Switch 2 has, like we can kind of go for realism and still have it cartoony, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of wanted that. Like, I don't know if you remember that kind of like anime looking thing they put out a couple years ago.
Oh my god, the characters look good, peppy.
They look uncanny, man. They look very
Falco.
Something. Yep, Falco.
Oh, I like how it transitions to the gameplay.
Yeah. It's I don't know. I think it looks nice.
It does look.
I am just like, man, you're like, I guess like you've gotten so much hate over the last probably 4 or 5 Star Fox titles that like, N64 is kind of considered the last good one.
Weird. This is giving me such big Space Harrier vibes. And that's wild because, like, when I think about the original Star Fox game, the Star Fox game did not give me like Space Harrier vibes.
Yeah. It's the Star Fox 64 is really interesting. So it does a lot of interesting like multi-path kind of things that I feel like people don't really think about a lot. I think people just think of the spaceships shooting, kind of flying in a straight line until you don't. But
the graphics look nice.
They do. They do look nice.
A ground assault vehicle?
Yeah, the Landmaster, yeah. That's in Star Fox 64.
That is?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You have to like go a specific path. It's only in 2 levels, but you can use it, yeah. There's also a submarine.
Well, you gotta remember, I never owned a Nintendo 64, so anytime I played a 64 game, it was because I borrowed it. I borrowed a whole system from somebody just to play the game.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. So yeah, Star Fox is returning. I can't believe it's coming out in June.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Which is yeah.
They definitely kept this a secret.
Yeah. I mean, in 2 months they have 4 games coming out.
And it feels like it moves faster than the original. I mean, well, not
yeah, but I think that it probably runs at a higher
controller.
Yeah, I mean, it probably just runs at a higher frame rate and like is just the animations are smoother overall, right? Because it's 30 years since Star Fox 64. But yeah, I was pretty impressed that they're putting this out in June, considering that they have like 4 games coming out in 2 months. So with like, well, let's see, Yoshi. They have Yoshi in the Mysterious Book. Star Fox, Rhythm Heaven Groove, and then what's the 4th game? And that doesn't include Fire Emblem. So like, they have They have quite the lineup this year already.
This game is going to sell well.
Yeah, I think it's going to sell pretty well, especially because it's not $70.
Yeah, like
Also,
I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I might.
Ron's
I
going to
might.
get it.
I'll be serious with you. I might get it.
He's going to get it.
I said might.
Nope, you're going to get it.
I didn't say gonna.
You're going to get it. I feel it. I feel it. Oh, man.
And it
All
can
right,
be played. It can be played across both generations of Switch consoles.
Oh, can it?
It looks like a game share.
With share play, game share, yeah. Share play, whatever it's called. So the last couple things here, Nintendo describes the new Star Fox as a cinematic take on Star Fox 64, featuring upgraded visuals, new story sequences, redesigned versions of Fox, Falco, Peppy, and Slippy. There's new multiplayer and co-op features. Players can team up using two Joy-Con 2 controllers, experimenting with mouse mode aiming, which that'll be cool. A mouse mode, like aiming and whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just saw that.
Experiment and even play as members of both Team Star Fox and Team Star Wolf. And Nintendo is embracing experimental Switch 2 features. Supports the USB camera integration for animated face filters, game share functionality, and alternate control options, including the Nintendo 64 controller for retro fans. So they must be sitting on a stockpile of N64 controllers for NSO because this feels like something they would do for that. So yeah, I mean, Star Fox coming out in a month and a half, which is crazy. That's so crazy that this.
I think this is going to be a successful game.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. All right, LeRon. Let's talk about. Do you want to do AMD or Xbox?
Well,
let's talk about the RAMpocalypse, as they're calling it. Let's do that. I feel like you have a lot to say on that. Plus, we had a Nintendo topic in here for me, so here we are. AMD warns that the quote RAMpocalypse could crush PC and gaming demand in late 2026. The AI boom is fueling data centers, but consumers are starting to feel the fallout. AMD says soaring memory and component prices could significantly weaken PC and gaming demand in the second half of 2026 as AI infrastructure consumes the global supply. Despite strong Ryzen sales and continued commercial growth, CEO Lisa Su warns that rising costs are beginning to squeeze everyday buyers out of the market, threatening gaming hardware sales, console demand, and broader PC upgrades. LeRon, this is something we've been talking a lot about at work, actually. Not PC gaming, but just RAM and memory going up in price in general.
Yeah.
You work in the tech space. You work on computers a lot. What's how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this?
It's rough, yo. Especially because the bread and butter of my business is we build custom PCs. Like that's the bread and butter, even though technically what actually really keeps us going is like IT service contracts and stuff like that. But still, like if we can't do anything with new PCs for clients as they need them, then I mean, we're in trouble. Honestly, the current RAMpocalypse is what's kept me from actually upgrading my machine. Like I was actually going to upgrade my rig sometime last year and get onto the DDR5 platform. No, not right now. No.
Yeah.
I mean, my computer's still a workhorse with with DDR4 RAM. It's just wild. But these trends happen, but this trend is kind of forced because it's usually one of three components that's always like high in demand. It's either graphics cards, it's either graphics cards, it's either of course RAM, or it's storage, like particularly solid state solid state drives, so like that. Those are
Yeah,
typically
I needed a new one, and they like tripled in price since
what
I bought my
SSDs?
last one. Yeah.
What size do you need?
Well, I was gonna get a 2 terabyte one, and the last
Oh,
one I bought was like less than $200. And now they're like,
hold on a second. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I hadn't checked in a little bit. Yeah, they have gone back up. They're like in the 300s.
yeah,
That just shows right now like right now demands for new PCs are up there, but the fact that all these things are in flux right now, it explains why, right now, the only one thing I'll say in IT is that you never want to wait until the last possible moment to get an upgrade or whatnot, or get a new
hmm
machine because if you wait until your machine breaks down, you're going to spend an ass load of money.
hmm
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can help you out here though. Corey,
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
I
sure.
don't need a new one. I just wanted a new one because I like new things, and I'm trying to reorganize everything. But
I understand. I understand. I understand. I think I can get you something. I know I can get you something for under 250. I mean not under two. I'm sorry, for under 300. Um, and Gen 4, which is basically the current standard right now. As far as SSDs. But anyway, going back to our conversation, it's a vicious cycle. It goes from GPUs to SSDs to RAM, and one of them is always like the in vogue thing, that's going to cost money. Because of the situation going on with RAM right now, GPU prices have kind of taken a nice little dip, which is good, but still GPU prices are still kind of high. You know,
mhm.
and apparently SSDs are up there now. Thank you for alerting that to my attention. But
You're welcome. That's why I'm
uh,
here.
well, I thought. Wait, no, Asus is trying to come to our rescue though. But there's also rumors that because of what's going on right now, AM6 is starting to yeah yeah AM6 is starting to enter the chat now. I didn't even know
hmm
AM6 was in development right now, but yeah, it's starting to enter the chat now.
Yeah, and like the whole thing too is like we at where I work, we're like a Mac user, like a centric kind of company,
And a lot
and
of and a lot and a lot of Mac products have integrated memory.
well, not just that, but like in terms of running like
Oh, I
some
forgot
of
what
these
what
AI things, like a lot of
mhm.
people are like they're making runs on Mac Minis, because they're cheap relatively,
Yeah.
and for what you get in them, because people want the memory, they don't care about anything else with it. So
Mhm.
they're using them to run these different kind of AI programs on them, like even if they're running them in the cloud or whatever, like they still need the onboard processing power, right? So
Right.
I don't know, man. It's a weird time, man. It
Yeah,
I never
seriously.
really thought like my hobbies and my job would, like, even though they're in the same kind of sort of the same space, I never really thought they would be crossing over like this,
Mhm.
in terms of like things I talk about at work and things I talk about here and things, that are just talked about in general. And
Yeah.
like everything is just so reliant on this AI bubble to burst. Like I'm ready for it to burst.
It
Let's
needs
let's
it needs to
let's
hurry the
just
fuck up and burst.
yeah, I'm just like I'm ready. I'm done,
Oh,
sort of,
oh, I've
like I'm
I've been over it for a hot minute.
yeah. And it's just like, man, I just want to like be able to buy something without having to like worry about if I'm going to have to, you know,
Yeah.
for arm and a leg or whatever, right? Like even I mean, this is a
And
totally
this
different subject, but like, man, dude, gas the other day, man.
yeah,
Gas prices. What's
what's
going
what's
on?
gas like in your area right now? How much is it?
So it's over
Well,
$5
first
a gallon.
Well, first of all, do you drive a car that requires premium fuel, or can you get regular unleaded? Okay.
No, regular.
All
Yeah,
right.
no. I don't
So out here
car.
in
Come
my
on.
area, out here in my area of Virginia right now, gas is like about between 4.20 and 4.25 a gallon. Today was fucking rough for me because like for a while it'd been inching closer to $50 for me to fill up my gas tank because I usually go to like Costco or Sam's Club to get my
Mhm.
gas. Today though, because we're now seeing everybody else outside, outside on the street was like, like 4.25 a gallon, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Freaking Sam's Club was 4.05, and I was like, oh my god, yeah. Like so, like I was, I don't even know why I don't know why I get anxiety. I always am able to afford gas for my car, but it's just really anxiety inducing when you see like you spend more than $45 for a full tank.
Yeah, and it's like,
At least for
look,
at least for me.
I wanna be able to have, like, money to, like, do normal stuff, Like, I just
Yeah.
like, over the summer, like, if gas stays like this, was talking to my wife, like, I mean, I'm gonna do this anyway just because kids are home, but, like, I'm gonna have to, like, work from home 2 days a week just to save money on gas, you
Yeah.
know?
You have the option though, right?
I do, which
I'm
is
so glad I'm
fine.
so glad I work from home.
I like going to the office because it helps me focus because,
Mm.
we know how to focus here at Boss Rush.
W didn't we talk about this a couple weeks ago where I was saying I kinda miss having an office because at least if I go to an office, like, I have less distractions than I do working from home?
Yeah. So, uh, but, like, the office helps me focus and, like, I can usually get more done there, but, like, man, I'm just gonna have to, like, work later essentially, Like, I do I want to? No, but, like, to save money on gas, like
Yeah, it's kinda nature of the beast. Well, at least you have a job. Well, I mean, technically, I feel like your job was built for work from home or at least hybrid.
Yeah. I mean, my job has evolved quite a bit since, I started working there,
Mhm.
which is fine. I'm not, like, complaining or anything. It just, there's been a lot of change and a lot of changeover and, kind of taking on responsibilities and different things. So
Right.
I mean, but yeah, I mean, my job essentially, I really like to go to work because of, like, meetings, and having meetings in person is much better than, like, hearing someone come through a really terrible webcam, you know?
Mhm.
Uh, so there's that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, gas is just ugh.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, but again, it's like everything is going up in price. Like, and it's just, it's not great, man. It's not, I don't know how to, I don't know if we're going to, like, be able to, how do you come back from, like, this kind of price thing? Like, I know, like,
Eh,
the
I mean,
bubble is going to burst at some point, but
the pricing is gonna come down, like, honestly, because well, this is not new, like, I mean, the last price hike was definitely because of a conflict in the Middle East, you know?
well,
Um
that's the gas thing, right? I mean, when you blow up the Middle
Oh,
East,
oh, 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 we're back talking about PC stuff.
I know, but I mean, like, gas prices, we did, not us, but, our country did kind of blow up some of the Middle East, which is why
Yeah,
gas prices are high.
yeah.
Anyways, not to get political. Sorry, everybody. Anyways, go ahead, Laurent. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, no, 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 no. I mean, keeping us centered on the whole PC parts and particularly RAM thing. I know, like I mentioned a little while ago before we started talking about gas, like Asus is supposed to be coming to our rescue and trying to manufacture RAM because I think they picked into some scummy stuff that Crucial and Samsung did. Well, I don't think Samsung was as scummy as Crucial. Samsung actually tried to make consumer grade RAM, and like all these AI data centers and all these people that needed it just threw too much money that they were like, "Oh, we would lose money if you're offering this, we would lose money trying to, be consumer friendly," you know?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, you know, so I don't really want to say that they were scummy in that way. They kind of it's capitalism at the end of the day, at least as far as this goes. But, as far as like the AI stuff and data centers and all this stuff, like this is the real problem. I'm glad I think I saw I think I saw like on social media that I think 21 states have started to push back on this.
Hmm.
You know, like they're actually trying to get a situation to where like this stuff is regulated. And if they're not trying to regulate it just on the fact of like, like the supply demand on parts, they're definitely trying to regulate it on the cost on the economy as far as like people's electricity bills, water bills, and pollution.
Yeah. I mean, that's the big thing too, is like the
The
pollution
environmental
too. Like
cost.
people don't really don't think about that, right? Like it's definitely environmentally like really
Yeah.
hurting
No,
everything
this
too.
is shit. This is uh, we don't talk about global warming enough, but this shit right here is like foot to the pedal, like 100 plus miles per hour.
Yeah. I do think like, especially like with OpenAI shutting down Sora, like they're just sitting on all that RAM now.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting on all this stuff now, right? Because they can't use it.
Mhm.
And so like are they going to turn around and try to sell to people now because they can't stay funded? Like that's the big rumor now is like OpenAI can't stay funded long enough to like
They need to
do
fucking
what they
sell it.
want to do, you know?
They need to
So
fucking sell it, and they need to use common sense when they sell it.
yeah, well, they should have thought also should have used common sense when they bought it. So,
They should use common sense when they ran themselves into the ground, thinking that this was gonna be the magic pill or something. The magic pill,
yeah,
the magic bullet, lightning in the bottle,
yeah.
whatever they wanna coin it, th they thought that this thing that is LLM, large learning model, like that, which means like it does not know everything. It's still trying to figure everything out,
Well,
Um,
it's machine learning.
it's
It's not even like
yeah.
real artificial intelligence. It's
Yeah,
just
it's not
like
yeah, exactly, and, it's hokey when you think about it for the fact that, like, for example, well, there's Gemini, Claude, ChatGPT, Copilot. It's basically just doing one massive Google search, searching for all the correlating popular stuff and throwing that out there, regardless of whether it's been fact checked and is correct or incorrect. So,
I mean,
like
you know what the two most used things are for these things?
what?
It's a search engine and an article summarizer.
Yep, yep.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we use it for summarizing stuff when we need notes on the fly or whatever, right? I mean,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to anybody and say I don't, because I do. Like, shoot,
I
like, it helps me out in the crunch. It doesn't even help me as far as, like, I can create and generate my own articles and stuff, like, my own writing stuff and stuff like that. Sometimes what I need it for is just to get the notes together to prepare the stuff.
mhm, yeah,
Honestly, and yeah, like, I I wanna say, like, if you were to, like, copy and paste my stuff into something that analyzes it, like, I would say 30% of the time will you get like hits saying that this was created with AI, because guess what? I like to write. So like I get the material, and I still, formulate it and put it together myself.
mhm, yeah. I mean, for
If you're gonna
especially like,
cheat, cheat smart.
I mean, even what I do for work, right? Like, I have to write scripts for podcasts. I have to write, summarize articles for news stories. I have to
Mhm.
summarize all these things for, you know, the podcasts and and streams and stuff that I do. And it's like, if I didn't like it has made my job infinitely easier, right? Like, but I also like they didn't fire anybody, right? I just am able to use it as a tool to help me be more efficient, right?
Yeah.
Because I am a team of one person, really, at the end of the day.
That's that
Um,
thing too. Sometimes you wind up on time crunches. What do you do?
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, look, man, I manage an entire podcast network now. I edit it, I post it, I do the social like clips for it, like, and it's hard, like it's hard work, and it is definitely something that a team of like 10 people used to have to do, right?
Uh-huh.
But now, like, again, it's not. I don't know. I don't want to get in the whole AI conversation again, but like I genuinely think that like some of the stuff that we use it for is genuinely good, right?
Yeah.
But the way that some of these companies are wanting to use it, or how they're buying up all these resources because they think they may need it someday because they're going to build their own version of the Terminator or Skynet or
Yeah.
iRobot or whatever, right? Like,
iRobot would be cool.
we're not there. We're not there. So, you know what? You know who is canceling AI though? Apparently,
Who?
is Xbox.
Oh yeah. I gleamed that, but I didn't get a chance to actually read into it.
Yeah. So Asha Sharma continues to shake things up at Xbox. They've canceled the Gaming Copilot for Xbox program, and
Good.
changing up the leadership team to focus on platform growth.
They
So
say
we're gonna
Asha Sharma. Yeah, they say Asha Sharma, but I have a funny feeling this is Nadella. This has Nadella's fingerprints all over it.
canceling Copilot. I don't think so, man. Dude, he has
If
the
he's going,
Copilot logo tattooed on his.
if he's gonna trim the fat somewhere, he's gonna do it in the gaming division.
I mean, that's fair, but also like I feel like canceling Copilot is like the exact opposite of what he would want to do that
Of what he
with,
wants, yeah.
right? Like, but also like
I mean, I could be
I
wrong.
feel like his era. I feel like his era at Microsoft is coming to an end soon, right? He was the cloud guy, right? Like,
Yeah.
he got Microsoft through the cloud era. Azure's pretty successful, right? But he's not built for the AI era of Microsoft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just to kind of catch people up, Xbox is making more dramatic course corrections as it restructures its leadership team and pulls back on one of its biggest recent AI initiatives. Xbox CEO Asha Sharma announced that Gaming Copilot development for consoles is ending, while the mobile version will begin to winding down, signaling a. Wait, hold on. Did I miss something here? Nope, I just can't read. It's fine. While the mobile version will begin winding down, signaling a broader strategic shift focused on speed, community engagement, and platform growth. The move comes alongside sweeping executive changes and renewed efforts to strengthen hardware, Game Pass, and Xbox's long-term global strategy, which we talked about last week. Gaming's Copilot is effectively being shelved. Xbox has confirmed it will stop development of Gaming Copilot for consoles and phase out the mobile experience, despite previously promoting the AI assistant on a major feature for current gen systems. Xbox leadership is being rebuilt around AI and consumer growth. Multiple executives from Microsoft's core AI division are joining Xbox leadership roles as the company restructures engineering, design, subscriptions, and platform strategy. And then the last bit here, Xbox is shifting focus towards engagement and sustainability, which we kind of already talked about last week. Following declining hardware and service revenue, Xbox says it wants to prioritize active users, Game Pass, sustainability, emerging markets, and faster product execution moving forward. I think it's kind of weird seeing that they're moving the AI people into Xbox to cancel the AI for Xbox. I mean, I know Core AI isn't technically like an AI program per se, but like,
yeah,
the headline is funny. The headline is pretty hilarious. So I don't know. I think this is good though, right? Like, this is like the third time Xbox has tried this, right? They tried with the Kinect on 360 with voice activation, and then they built they built Cortana into the Xbox One, right? And that didn't work. And then they were going to try this
They
for the
tried to
third
be
time, right?
so cool with that too. That's the crazy part. And Cortana was a part of Windows, which I was like, "What are y'all doing?" Like Cortana is
Hmm.
a gaming thing, not a Windows OS thing.
I know. Also, like when you think about the lore of Halo and you think like, oh, well, Cortana is supposed to die after 7 years. Like the rampant AI dies after 7 years, right? And like you really want that to be like what you're known for.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know. I think this is a good Xbox is looking for all the good PR they can get, right? And like this is another for like a gamer first move for them.
This is
Again,
some really
I
good.
don't
Yeah.
know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this is some really good spin.
Yeah. I feel like at the end of the day, all these things that people hate always end up in these boxes anyway, right? Like the
Mhm.
online check-in for digital games and all these other things that like they wanted to promote but
Yeah.
ended up putting their foot in their mouth, but they're all there anyway, right? And PlayStation even has those features too, right? So
Yeah.
um it's just kind of funny to see this part of it. But I don't know, man. I'm still pretty impressed with what she's been able to do in
Oh, I am
less
too.
than 80 days,
Yeah, I am too. I don't
Um,
know. I might become a super fan sooner or later.
yeah, I can see that. You got your
She's
you
got me.
got your got your Project Helix tattoo appointment lined up.
Ah,
You're gonna get a big
I'm not gonna go
Helix
that
logo
far.
on your shoulder.
Not. I'm not gonna go that far. Like if I don't have like an N7 or like a uh actually I would never get a unitology anything, but yeah, if I don't have something dedicated, related to Mass Effect, Uncharted, Dead Space, or Metroid on my body, I'm definitely not getting Project Helix on my body.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Um, I just thought the whole like I do think Xbox the leadership as the turnover keeps happening. Like I wonder again how much is Satya's footprint on this or fingerprint
Mhm.
on this, right? Like I wonder how much leash they have, right? I wonder how loose the rope is at this point, you know?
Mhm.
Like do they have a year? Do they have 5 years? Do they have 6 months? Like what's the timeline look like on this turnaround,
I feel like
I really don't know.
they're gonna get. I feel like the safe bet is 1 whole year. I feel that's what the safe bet is, but we don't know for sure. Um, but like this is also a problem when we let executives become beholden to the shareholders.
Mhm. Yeah, I wonder again, like we both know how slow corporate companies work and
Yeah.
how they expect things to be done fast and they move at a snail's pace. You know what I
Uh
mean?
huh.
And like I don't know, man. I wonder. You know what would be really huge for them, and I wonder if they would do this just based on component prices or whatever. I wonder if they will drop the price of Xbox at Summer Showcase. I'm wondering just to get people because obviously PlayStation has raised price. There's rumor that Nintendo will probably raise the price over the summer. Um, and I wonder if they would just eat the cost because these consoles are already out there, right? They're already
Uh huh.
manufactured. They're just sitting in warehouses, you know? I wonder if they will slash the price to just get these things out of their warehouses to make room for more inventory of newer consoles. Especially if they
That's
do like collector's editions or collector's edition wraps or whatever, right? Like, remember that
uh
Starfield wrap they made? They were
yeah,
like, we're going to do console wraps. And then they
yeah.
made two and nobody bought them. uh, I don't know. Um, like, I'm very fascinated with Xbox's future, and we're going to, as Palpatine would say, we're going to watch her career with great interest. Great interest.
That's not a line I thought. That's not a line from Palpatine I thought was going to get quoted, but that works.
Do it. Um,
That's
All
what
right, LeRon.
Nadella. That's what Nadella's telling her over. So do it.
He has an Xbox hoodie on, but he just has the hood up like
Dude.
Emperor Palpatine. And he's like, do it.
Strike them down with all your power.
AI can do that.
Nah.
That's what he's saying. Oh man. All right, LeRon. We have 2 questions, LeRon.
Let's do them.
Let's answer these real quick because they're not super long, I think. Amanda K writes in via email. She writes into Paddle Block, I think. Hey, Boss Rush crew. I am absolutely loving the pod. Found you through the Iron Lords podcast, and I hope you all continue to grow.
Awesome. Shout out to the Iron Lords podcast.
Yeah,
ILP.
I have a question for you. What is your favorite character design? Pretty simple question, but just curious on what characters you think are well designed. Thanks again. Looking forward to your answer.
Okay. So, one of my absolute favorite character designs is the engineer suit that Isaac Clarke wears in Dead Space. But we take that up a level. We go to Dead Space 2 and we get the I think it's called the Vantage suit. Dead Space 2
I feel like that's a Metroid suit. That's the Various suit, right? That's what that's called.
Suits. What were the suits called? Let me see. We had not the Vantage suit. I'm sorry, the Advanced suit. It's the one that's on the cover. Yeah.
Yes.
I said the Vantage suit, and there's actually a Vintage suit. So I think I was getting Vantage and Advanced suit kind of confused with each other. But yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of designs across Dead Space 1, 2, and 3, those spacesuits are amazing. Even the boring ones look tight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dead Space has a good design to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Other character designs I like. Javik from Mass Effect 3. As a matter of fact, a lot of the aliens from Mass Effect 3, I love their designs. So we have Javik, Thane Krios, the Asari. I think all the Asari are freaking beautiful, and even the girl that got contaminated by the thorium and had green skin, but she had freckles. That was so cool. What other character designs? I did not think I was going to love the Samus Aran's Metroid Dread suit as much as I wound up loving it.
Dread suit is so good.
Come
dude, you want
to
talk about a good suit? You want to talk about a good suit? That, and then even the later suits you get in that game are
yeah, when you get the variations of them, the Varia version of it and the Gravity versions of it, yeah,
man,
sick. Just so good. Just too sick.
And then you go back to Metroid Prime 4 and it's the fat shoulder pads again. And it's
yeah. Those are some of the ones on the top of my head I can think of. Yeah, those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head. A lot of the character designs. Okay, it says character designs, so I'm not going to go into creature designs because almost every damn thing from Monster Hunter is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, I think for me it depends on if what the aesthetic of the game is, right?
Yeah.
What the art style is and if the things fit that aesthetic, right? I look at Mass Effect, right, a lot, and that kind of
BioWare has a really polished look. It doesn't matter if it's Mass Effect or Dragon Age. BioWare has a very polished look.
I mean, you even look at Anthem, right? And that had a really cool look to it, even though the game was
what was that martial arts game? Jade Empire?
The steampunk kind of Chinese dynasty looking. Yeah, that was cool too. Yeah, they just have a really strong.
Well, KOTOR took a lot of leanings from Star Wars in general, but just the original stuff, KOTOR was looking pretty hot too.
Yeah,
that game is very dated, by the way. For it to look the way it did back in the early 2000s,
2002, I think 2003.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that they had a strong aesthetic for that. But also, like, you look at Obsidian and what they did with like the Outer Worlds, that has a really cool aesthetic. So like I think it just depends. I think it's game dependent for me, but also like I do think there are game characters that look really good. Like
Yeah.
one of the games I just downloaded for Switch 2, and I know people played this like 4 years ago when it came out, but Kena Bridge of Spirits,
Mm-hmm.
like
Oh
that
yeah.
game is very aesthetically pleasing, right?
Yeah.
I think I think one of the stronger ones too, like when Toys to Life was really big, like Disney Infinity had a really strong design to it. Like
Yeah.
even though all the characters are from different franchises and different sects of Disney,
They all
right?
had that same like aesthetic, even though
Yeah.
they looked like their versions, but they still had that aesthetic. I like that.
hmm Yeah. And so like I think that is really nice. And then also like you look at Final Fantasy, like especially like Final Fantasy 7 right now, like it's that
Mm-hmm.
mix of like kind of realistic, but also kind of anime, and like it just whatever they're doing with that look, it just works, right?
Right.
Um, so it's not quite Final Fantasy 16 where it's like it does look super realistic, but it does feel more than just like an anime. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah.
definitely has a look to it. So
Oh yeah.
that's a game I'm going to get to this summer too. I think I need to finish. I need to finish
I
those
should
two.
actually stop fucking around with like some of these other games I've been playing and actually try to finish Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade.
You should probably do that.
Yeah.
So it's part three's coming out soon, right? That's the rumor.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a date for that. I feel
No,
like we're gonna get
no,
an
we do not.
announcement for the Monster Hunter Wilds expansion before we get Square Enix to give us something on the third part of Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. All right. Well, let's get to our last question here. Mark via X writes in, "Hey boys, I have been loving the new direction of the pod. Nice and simple, more in-depth topics, and awesome convos about the shows and movies too last week. My question for you is this: do you really think that video game movies and TV shows are going to be the new quote comic book movie fad? Looking forward to your thoughts. Thanks." Um,
Um,
I
I
hope
say
not.
actually, I'm sorry, I'm distracted right now because there's a bug crawling on my wall and I need to I need to kill it before like it disappears and then I'm paranoid for this
Well,
tonight.
while you kill the bug, I do have an answer for this. It's pretty quick. I think video games overall are going to kind of miss the Marvel phase, just because like when you look at comic book movies, they're obviously like you had Sony, Fox, and Marvel proper or whatever at one point, but now like they're all owned by the same company essentially at this point. And so like it's essentially Marvel versus DC, and I think you really only get a couple different flavors from that, and they all kind of start feeling the same, especially when they start connecting the universes, right? Now I know DC is doing something different, right? With uh Superman and Man of Tomorrow and what's this horror one they're putting out? Clayface, I think, right? Like they're all doing something different. But I think once these things all start coming together, they're all going to start feeling the same. And I think that's what you find in comic book movies in general, is that they just all kind of start feeling samey. Or if it's like something like sort of independent, they always have that what I call like the edgy filter, right? Like that Watchmen had, or like, that filter on it that makes it look, you know, I don't know, the Zack Snyder filter essentially, if you want to call it that.
I know
Uh,
what you're talking about.
but I think like when you look at, I think when you look at video games, they're all like there are so many different games that don't belong in the same universe and aren't in the same universe, that like
Mhm.
you're really going to get something different a lot of the time. I mean, I think you're going to see things trend towards different audiences, but I think you're going to see different things, right? Like Sonic, like Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Right now is like probably one of the larger video game movie adaptations right now. It aims towards a certain audience, but then you have the Mario movie, right, which is different. And then you have like, the Tomb Raider movies and all these very, Street Fighters coming out soon and Mortal Kombat, right? These are all different games and all different types of games. And so like I think there's a better range of audience for video game movies than there is for comic book movies, because the comic book movies are aiming for that PG-13 mark, right, all the time for the most part, except for like Deadpool and stuff. But even the Deadpool movies, like I feel like you still could have made those PG-13 and they would have been the same, in my opinion,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know. Do you have an opinion?
I agree with what I caught. The cool thing is like my headphones basically like I have pretty decent hearing, so like when I step away from my computer, my headphones, they're not super loud, but I can definitely hear what you're saying. So I agree with practically everything you said about that. Yeah, I don't think video game IPs, in movie form are going to be as crazy as things are with comic book movies I I do believe that like they're still going to be kind of niche for a good little while. Now, it is true like video game movies are getting more and more popular and stuff like that. But for the most part, I think ultimately like we're still going to be in that phase where like video game movies are going to come out like like some of a majority of them are going to be stinkers and some of them are going to be actual jewels and stuff like that, and that's going to kind of be what keeps things in check. I mean, I got my eye on this Resident Evil movie that's coming out. The trailer for the movie does not hit me like anything. I I'm kinda hard pressed to find any Resident Evil in this movie, based off that trailer so far and stuff like that, and I
So
think
what
that's the
is this
problem.
trailer? I've heard people talk about it. I haven't watched it yet. I heard it's like a story told within the events of Resident Evil 2, but not quite Resident Evil 2. Is that what
Resident
I'm
Evil
hearing?
2? I didn't hear that. 2?
That's what I heard.
Okay, like, if that's the case, it still doesn't make any sense because, like, to me, it just looks like a horror movie,
I mean,
and the only thing, though, is, like, the trailer is just showing us stuff that makes it seem more like a thriller than an actual horror/action movie. Yeah. But also, like, I've got my eye on the Legend of Zelda movie, which I think that has the potential to be something really magical and amazing, but I still don't the stuff I've seen on it still has not 100% sold me on it. That recent Silent Hill movie, Return to Silent Hill, did not do anything for me. As a matter of fact, like, I agree with a lot of critics in the audience that said it was a bad movie. It was bad, you know?
mhm. I'm trying to think of the
Um,
last good video game movie I even saw. So
that
like
you saw?
in terms of like video game adaptations, like I thought Twisted Metal was pretty good on Peacock. I thought that show was pretty good. I haven't watched the second season yet, but
Yeah, I
I
haven't
feel
watched the 2nd
like,
season either.
oh man, maybe I'll just watch that. Maybe I'll watch that. Um, but I really liked that first season, and then I really liked the Uncharted movie. I know it's not like an amazing piece of cinema or anything, but it's dumb, fun
The
Indiana Jones action movie. So like,
the Uncharted
whatever.
movie was not bad. Like, I walked in expecting it to be a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad, and, people are gonna tell me I'm horribly biased, but I didn't see anything wrong with the Monster Hunter movie. There was a couple of head scratching moments in that movie, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think what really hurt this movie is it just came out and, at the earliest part of the COVID pandemic.
yeah. I also wonder if like people just have expectations of that style of movie, right? Where like Mila Jovovich and like the whole like corny action flick, or like like definitely had that Resident Evil underworld stink on it, right? Like, and I don't mean to use stink as a bad term or anything. It's just like
Yeah.
that's the aura that movie gave off because of who's in it and who's directing it.
Yeah.
And so like people just went in with it's the same thing with games now too, right? Where people just go in with these negative expectations, and like the loud
Right.
people on the internet are so loud that like it ruins things for people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like High Guard and Concord, which like I didn't play either of them, from what I heard from normal people is like they were just serviceable, they were fine.
Yeah.
But like um, the loud internet is just so keen on taking things down, right? I mean, that's the thing that Marathon is dealing with right now, right? Is like just people just want Bungie to burn. And it's like, but why? Like I understand like Destiny fans are mad that we're not getting Destiny content right now, including me. Like I'm like, man, we haven't had any new Destiny content in a long time, like meaningful Destiny content.
Well,
Um,
here's my
but I'm
question,
like,
right? I'm sorry.
go
I'm
ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
My question is, as a Monster Hunter player, and Monster Hunter is essentially a games as a service game like Destiny and like other games like that, right? Um,
Hmm.
I I typically don't when Monster Hunter World when Monster Hunter World Iceborne like announced that there was no more new content coming out and stuff like that, I still wound up playing that game until the next game in the series came out. You know,
Hmm.
as a matter of fact, like I I I went back from Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak back to World because Andre and a couple other people were really interested in it. Andre Wilson.
Hmm.
And yeah, so I wound up playing that game to help him get ready for Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, so I wound up and I even rolled a new character.
What?
Yeah, I basically started over.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so I'm wondering, now, basically, correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, I feel like Destiny is like a boomer shooter, basically, right?
A boomer shooter?
Okay, boomer shooter might be a little extreme, um,
Definitely
but
not a boomer shooter.
I feel like this type of game, I feel like the audience that it appeals to has a short attention span, if that makes any sense.
I don't see. I don't think they do because of like in-game activities and stuff. Definitely require you to have focus and like
Well,
sit there for a
that's
long time.
Well, that's the thing about it though. Like, I mean, like the Monster Hunter series has a pretty involved end game, and once
Hmm.
and I feel like once everybody does. I think the thing about Monster Hunter though is once everybody has their fill of the end game, they still find other shit to do within the game and they keep playing it. Like I mean,
Hmm.
Monster Hunter servers are notoriously like I'm not gonna say they're filled to the brim or whatnot, but a Monster Hunter server always looks freaking packed, compared to
Hmm.
some of these other games that, hit end, end game. And then it's like the community loses interest in it, and I think it's weird, and this is not me trying to boost Monster Hunter in any way because I have criticisms about the Monster Hunter series, just like Destiny people have criticisms about that, and a lot of these other games and services, stuff like that. But I just it just seems odd that a game that has such a big community base, get they get real they get really upset when content slows down. I didn't not even stop, just slows down.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean the thing with Destiny though is like again, it's just the loud minority of players, right?
Mhm.
And like this is something that we talk about on Tower Casuals from time to time is like people want when people play, like 20, 30, 40 hours a week or whatever, and they do all the content, it's like, well, yeah, you're going to be done with it in like 2 or 3 weeks. It's like it's like the streamers that used to stream Destiny all the time is like that was their day job, right? Like they would literally stream Destiny 8, 10, 12 hours a day, do the
Mhm.
raids and all the in-game content. And it's like, well, when you're doing that 6 days a week, right? You're going to do all the content because you know
Yeah.
the ins and outs. You've gotten the inside scoop from Bungie in terms of like, you know, what you're allowed to say and do and like what you're supposed to find and,
Mhm.
trying to find certain things and that sort of thing. And it's like, well, yeah, you're going to find all the content and do all the content by the time, normal people have maybe beaten the campaign or done some of the in-game stuff, but not all of it, or, the level grind, right? Like you're going to grind a max level in 10 days for the raid, and you're going to be done because you're not chasing anything, like it's that kind of thing too that like really bothers me.
Yeah, like I feel like people who burn through games like that are literally killing their own joy.
Yeah, I mean they are. I mean that I feel like streaming and like online culture for gaming has like killed games,
Mhm.
and like normal games, I mean that's just my opinion, but I feel like it's really killed a lot of normal games and people who would like normally like games that just die on the vine because
Right.
some streamer said it wasn't good, or some content creator made a video about it and it wasn't, great or whatever. So
I always challenge people. I know sometimes I get in my own way sometimes, but I always challenge people. I was like, okay, you've heard a couple things about it. Like, if you heard a couple things about it that, like it feels like if there's like three people saying this one same thing, that's not consensus enough, You know. Like for example, like, like we've had some pretty big panels on the Boss Rush podcast. Now it's just like us two, which, like I not a problem for me and stuff like that. You know, if you and I agree on the same thing, and it's a negative thing, I would still encourage people to like kind of take that with a grain of salt, figure it out, because like everybody has their own likes, their preferences, and all this stuff. And like sometimes you just do not know if like this is the thing for you until you tried it, despite what all the other people say. Like there's a lot of people that enjoy movies that, in my mind, are like the worst movies ever and stuff like that. Who's wrong? Am I wrong or are they wrong? Like it's all a matter of opinion. It's all a matter of taste sometimes and stuff like that. That doesn't mean like go out there and spend like maximum money, just to test out a theory, like shit. If if we say something like, let's use Pragmata, for example, if we turn around and said Pragmata was a bad game, like, like I would still encourage you to try it out for yourself. Try the demo, of course, but like also like use caution. Like, do you need to spend $70 for this game? Can you wait for it to go on a sale? Like we always know they do, you know?
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think games are just, I think we all just like, for the most part, just want more of the things that we love. And like when it doesn't happen in a timely manner,
Mhm.
and also like the way certain people play games is like, it's just a perfect match of like, you're going to be negative about it. And
Yeah.
it sucks that we are just inherently negative people and the negativity speaks louder than the positivity. Right. But,
Mhm.
um, you know, positivity or negativity boosts engagement, and we live in such an engagement driven culture that like we are incentivized to be negative. We're monetized to be negative. And,
Yeah.
that's the world we live in, and it sucks, but I don't know. But that's gonna do it, LeRon. We're gonna tie it up, put a bow on it. We're gonna get out of here. Everybody out there, thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of the Boss Rush Podcast. You can catch us live every Wednesday night on YouTube or Twitch or that platform formerly known as Twitter.
You gotta be kidding me.
LeRon, thank you for your time tonight, as always, as you go to murder a bug with your eyeballs, I guess.
Which I thought, sure, I killed it.
Well, maybe there's another one.
And now I looked and it's gone.
Well, you know who else is gone? Us.
We are.
Everybody out there, thank you so much for watching and or listening. Remember to like, subscribe, share, rate, and review wherever you listen. And until next time, we love you. Goodbye.
Good night, so long, and have fun.
If you want to become a supporter of Boss Rush, you can head on over to patreon.com/Boss Rush Network. You can choose a tier that's right for you for as little as $1 a month, and you can even follow us for free. Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Francisco Santillan, Celeste Roberts of Read Only Magazine, Christian S. of Franchise Festival, Todd Oxtra of Fandom Foundry, Making Fun of MacGyver, Chat of the Wild, a Legend of Zelda podcast, and Sana Dirrig. Thanks for your continued support of Boss Rush Media and the Boss Rush Network.